Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a good Thursday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking improving air quality, which is good timing as we head into the weekend, although the weekend will get quite hot at times. So let's take a live look right now at downtown Utica, where currently it is 83 degrees. However, because of the dew point of 56 and a calm wind, it feels a tad cooler than that, 82. That's going to change as we head through the next couple of days. It's obviously also quite hazy out there right now. We have some temperatures that are into the upper 70s, and in some cases the lower and middle 70s down toward the south and up toward the north, where there have been some showers throughout the day, like Old Forge 73 right now. Cooperstown, Baseball Hall of Fame, that's where it's the coolest right now at 70 degrees. And again, 83 here downtown after we had a high temperature today, around 84, 85 or so. We'll see what the official number is for the day. We also have dew points that are just variable depending on where you are. So in some cases down toward the south, we've got dew points that are in the upper 60s and lower 70s. But look at Boonville right now, 49 degrees. That is beyond refreshing. Unfortunately, those dew points are going to come up a little bit as we head through the next couple of days, especially into the weekend. What about the air quality? That, of course, has been the big story, and for most of us, it is still in the unhealthy for sensitive groups category, and that means we're dealing with air quality index values between 101 and 150, so it's affecting you more if you are immunocompromised. So we've got a couple of areas of high pressure, one of them over the state of Maine, one of them just off the coast of it, and then right behind me we have a stationary front making its way through Canada as well as northern Michigan, I should say. And that is extending its way into our area. And that's what's been bubbling up some of those showers and even a thunderstorm or two across portions of the Adirondacks. But again, they weren't to the intensity that we saw them yesterday, nor to the widespread coverage. We're also monitoring the tropics. This area of low pressure here is what used to be Tropical Storm Dexter, and then this area out here still has a 40 to 60% chance of development. It's an area of low pressure right now over the next 5 to 7 days. So overnight tonight, we'll see variably cloudy skies. We'll see clouds again during the day tomorrow, but you'll notice improving air quality, and that's because we'll have a southerly breeze. And while a shower or storm could bubble up at any point, most of the day will be dry, and also the wildfire smoke will move its way up toward the northeast. Saturday looks dry as well. You'll notice here that again, we've got that near surface smoke moving its way to the north as we head through the overnight hours through the day tomorrow. Rain chances rather low, only about a 10% chance. It's going to be rather spotty. Dew points around 60, so it could be quite sticky tomorrow, and then will remain dry through the next couple of days as well, at least through the weekend when we'll see mostly sunny skies both days. Temperatures around 85 to 90 Monday, either side of 90, feeling about 5 to 9 degrees warmer than that with the humidity, and then we could be dealing with some storms Tuesday night into Wednesday. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. Still to come on Eyewitness.
Brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. Come see why it's gotta be Nye. Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a good Thursday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking one more day of moderate air quality before we finally start to see some improvements as we head into the weekend, although the weekend will turn quite hot. So let's take a live look right now at downtown Utica, where currently it is still 74 degrees even as of 10:18 this evening. The dew point is at 61. That dew point's going to remain elevated as we head into the weekend as well. Winds out of the east at 6 miles an hour at this time. And before we go on with the weather, I couldn't let today go by without wishing my best friend Spencer of Bristol, Connecticut, my hometown, very happy birthday. So, but as far as temperatures back here closer to home, we've got middle and upper 60s up toward the north and east. Same thing down toward the southwest, but most of us are into the 70s. And where we have the cooler temperatures, that's where we had some downpours, mainly up in the Adirondacks this afternoon. As far as high temperatures, where we were earlier today, we had most of us into the lower and middle 80s, a couple of degrees warmer than I expected it to be out there today. That was under a lot of sunshine, and that was also in spite of the haze that we had for most of the day as well. The only exception was Greene down in Shenango County hit 79 today, but still that's a little bit below average for this time of year, but still really can't complain about that. The good news that I have for the air quality index as we take a look at the northeast view is the fact that we're seeing a lot more green on this map than we've seen over the last couple of days, like areas toward Connecticut, the coastal sections of New England as well, although we're still in the moderate unhealthy for sensitive groups category, and we'll start to see the moderate category, the yellow, infiltrate as we head through the day tomorrow, and then it should be good over the weekend. The reason why we've been seeing all this wildfire smoke is because this area of high pressure here is nearing the Canadian-New York border, but the last couple of days it's been over Hudson and James Bay in Canada, and that's what's been locking the wildfire smoke in the jet stream. We're also watching the tropics. We do have an area of low pressure right now. If it were to reach the U.S. coast, it's still 6 to 10 days away from doing so. And within the next 5 to 7 days, it has a moderate chance of development. We have another area off toward the east that is given a low chance right now, but certainly something to keep an eye on, especially because as we head toward late August, early September, that's the peak of hurricane season. Things are remaining quiet overnight tonight through the day tomorrow. Still can't rule out a possibility of a spotty shower, especially up into the Adirondacks and the North Country. And same thing as we go through Saturday. Saturday is quiet. We'll see more in the way of sunshine, better air quality as well. Still seeing some moderate surface smoke as we head through the day tomorrow. Dew points tomorrow also around 60 degrees, remaining dry right through the weekend. And then we'll head into Monday and Tuesday of next week, and that's when we'll finally start to see some rain, hopefully, because we don't need to go into a drought situation. But you'll notice that temperatures all the days on the 7-day forecast at or above average in the 80s with moderate levels of humidity. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan, and happy birthday, Spencer.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a good Thursday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking one more day of moderate air quality before we start to see some improvement as we head into the weekend, although the heat and humidity will start to come back then too. So we'll take what we can get. Let's take a live look right now at downtown Utica, where it's currently 71 degrees as we approach 11:13 this evening. Dew point at 61. It's remained around there over the last couple of days. It'll continue to be there over the next couple of days as well. Winds out of the east-southeast at 5 miles an hour. I'll let you know why that wind direction is key coming up in just a second. But as far as temperatures from around the region, most of us are now down into the 60s, but there are a couple of exceptions, like Utica at 71, Boonville still 74, Camden, and over in Syracuse both at 72. Again, the rest of us down into the 60s. We'll slide back a couple of more degrees from that as we head through the overnight hours. So most of us will end up in the mid-60s. Now, I mentioned the wind direction is key. The reason why is because right now we have an east-southeasterly breeze at around 2 to 5 miles an hour, and in some cases it's light and variable. But that's a shift from the last couple of days. The reason why that wind direction is key is because the last couple of days the winds have been coming in out of the west, but now that the high pressure has moved, we are starting to see a southerly breeze, and that means the moderate air quality as well as the wildfire smoke will push its way to the north as we head through the day tomorrow. But in the meantime, we're still dealing with moderate air quality to unhealthy for sensitive groups. And the reason why the wind direction changed is because this area of high pressure is located just to the north of Lake Ontario now, but over the last couple of days, it was located over Hudson and James Bays in Canada, keeping the wildfire smoke locked in the jet stream. We're also seeing this trough that has been popping up some showers and thunderstorms in the higher elevations thanks to what we call orographic lifting, basically lifting coming in over higher elevations. As far as the tropics go, we are still monitoring this area of low pressure that has a moderate chance of forming into a tropical system over the next 5 to 7 days. Obviously, it would be well over a week before we saw any impacts here in the U.S., if there were to be any. Right now, or overnight tonight, I should say, we'll see fairly quiet conditions. Still a possibility of a shower or storm, especially in the Adirondacks. Can't be ruled out again during the day tomorrow, similar to today. Temperatures making their way into the lower and middle, in some cases the upper 80s, and things remaining quiet as we head through Saturday with definitely much improved air quality. We've seen a lot of green, in some cases oranges on this map over the last couple of days. Tomorrow we'll start to see a lot more blue infiltrating this map, and even more so as we head through Saturday before the color finally eventually disappears. It had to at some point, right? The humidity tomorrow will be up into the sticky category with dew points in the 60s. Things remaining relatively dry through at least Monday and Tuesday of next week. And as far as the 7-day forecast is concerned, we'll see a lot of sunshine through the weekend, although the heat and humidity will come up. In fact, on Monday, it could be on either side of 90 degrees, but tack on about 5 to 9 degrees with the humidity. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. Still to come on Eyewitness News.